Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, we are from a group which will explain about grounded theory. Our member are Ana Atikotus, Rida Rahmawati, Radiatan Mardia, Muhammad Ibnu Darmawan. Okay, for the first, I will explain about what is grounded theory. As you know, grounded theory is research method that uses several procedures to develop a theory. According to Barnett, Glaser, and Anselm Stars, this approach is carefully designed to meet the criteria of scientific method, which consists of significant compatibility between theories, can be generalized, can be research, precision, and accuracy provable. Okay, because of that, this research must also have variables, concept, and hypotheses based on the field data. Okay, the purpose of this theory is this research itself is for data theories, where the data is compiled based on the theoretical data oriented to an action or interaction that is suitable for use in research on behavior. Therefore, a systematic process or procedure is needed.
Well, everyone, here I'm going to explain about 6 characteristics of grounded theory research according to the Creswell. The first is process approach. The process approach is a method of thinking applying to understand and plan the sequence and interactions of a process in a system. Saying that again, it is a method to plan the process and interaction of this process as a part of management system. And the second is a core category. A core category is the main theme, storyline, or a process that subsumes and integrates all the lower level categories in a grounded theory. In Escapulatus the data efficiently at the most abstract level and is the category with the strongest explanatory power. And the third is theoretical sampling. Theoretical sampling is a process of the data collecting for generating theory, whereby the analysis jointly collects codes and analyzes the data and decide what data to collect next and where to find them in order to develop a theory as emergence. And the next is theory generalization, and the fifth is constant comparison. Constant comparison is the data analysis process whereby each interpretation and finding is compared with existing finding as it is emerged from the data analysis, and it is associated with qualitative research more than with quantitative research. And the last is memos. Qualitative researchers use analytical memos to note down their reflection and quote them as additional data for their research. The memo's content may be thought about the collected data, plans for their study, or discoveries during the research, or whatever they feel it is worth.
Process approach. Process refers to the sequence of action and interaction between human and even related to the topic. Based on interview and observation notes, this research can identify action, interaction, and language transfer as information in the series of understanding the process. The next, theoretical sampling. Theoretical sampling, where the researcher collect data in the form of interview notes. dialogue, public document, journals, and reflective researchers. The data collection process used is in the form of observation and qualitative approach to the phenomena collected, where the data of the phenomenon is taking place so that it can know the process to capture the nature of quality. And the next slide is constant comparative data analysis. This research is involved with collecting data, grouping data, and comparing new information in emerging categories. This constant comparison is an inducative data analysis that is used to combine categories by comparing one event to another and one category to another. And the next is a core category. The research chooses one other main category based on theoretical writing and then connect it until a valuable indicator that show the data. Then connect logical and consistent categories without correlation from data. After that, use a name that describe the central category. Continue to refine the concept and finally include applicable information. And then next slide.
Okay, next explanation is about theory generalization. This theory was developed by researchers while identifying core categories based on specific factual phenomena. This theory cannot be generalized widely to other phenomena. And the next is about memo. Memo is notes made by researchers to collaborate on existing ideas. It can be said that memos are notes used by researchers to connect or develop hypotheses related to the categories found. Okay, next is about infographic style that we see on the slide. There are 5 steps. The first is design penelitian. So, before we doing the research, we should design the research. Then the second, pengumpulan data. So, after we designing, then we should collecting the data. After that is penyusunan data, that we should arrange the data that have been collected before. After that, we should analyze the data. The data we have arranged, we should analyze it. So after we did 4 steps, we should do the last step. That is, we should compare the data with the literature. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you very much for your attention. We ask your apologies if we have so many mistakes. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.